Okay, we're gonna get to working on my basic green leash games with him and introducing to him more consistent teaching of the leash corrections. You're gonna see me use a lot less food for teaching. Food is gonna basically only be a distraction at this point, with the exception of working on place or crate. That needs to continue to be done with food because he doesn't know it as well. I am going to start with my yellow leash yes and no game as our warm-up after he kind of explores the field a little bit and pees on my hunting blind. Thank you, that was very kind of you. I'm not going to allow him to do that for much longer. Here. Yes, good job. Wow, you like to plow right in, don't you? Yes, good job. No. Yes. Good job. Yes, good job. Woo. Yes. Yes. Go on. Yes. I want him to start going and getting them even if I don't say yes. If I throw it, it means he can have it. No. Yes. Good job. That's getting a lot better. I'm going to reserve the last 2 treats for something I might do later. I just like to have treats on me. And now, basic correction. Basic correction is going to be, I'm going to teach him the leash corrections first. I barely had a prong that fits him. He's got a very big neck. It's going to be simple. If I pull straight up like this, it means to put your butt on the ground. And as soon as he puts his butt on the ground, I'm dropping that leash as fast as I can. It's just a reward system where the reward is the release of pressure. If I pull straight up, it means put your butt on the ground. And he should not get his butt off of the ground. So every time he gets his butt off of the ground, I'm going to pull straight up again. I need to pair this with words, but I'm just teaching him the leash correction because there's a good chance if I give him the word now, he'll do it. And then I don't get the chance to teach him the correction. So I'm only going to do this a few times, and then he's done with it now. I'm going to start adding the word to it. Sit. If he breaks his sit, then I'm going to give the word with the correction. If I'm just asking him to sit the first time, I'm going to give him the word, and I'm not going to apply leash pressure until he disobeys. So this is pretty good. I'm happy with that. Yes. So food as a reinforcement and food as a distraction. So I'm going to do this for 1 handful at a time. And this is what I call in the green leash the triangle game. So here he's got food. That's one corner of the triangle. The dog is one corner of the triangle. Sit. He didn't sit, so he gets leash pressure. Good. The amount of leash pressure used depends on the dog. If the dog's not sitting, you have to assess. Is it not enough pressure? Apply more pressure. If it's too much pressure, the dog's panicking, less pressure. So you balance it based on the dog. So one corner of the triangle, one corner of the triangle, one corner of the triangle. Now I'm going to call him. If he comes, he's got to hold his sit while I explain the whole time. Normally I won't talk this much when I'm training. When I call him, if he comes, nothing happens. If he doesn't come, he's going to get a pop in this direction. If he diverts from coming and goes to the bowl, he's going to get a pop in this direction. I'm going to repeat the command when I pop. Here. Good. Sit. Yes. And he gets to have the food in the corner. Eventually, I'm going to make him go right past the food or even over the food. But this is a good place to start. So, bring him over here. Do it backwards. Sit. That was nice. He didn't get a correction because he didn't break. Now he gets a correction. Good. Here. Good. Sit. Here. 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 Good. Heel, or I should say, with me, sit, or I should ask you what word you want me to use. Sit. Yes. Different people use different words. I have 2 words with my dogs. I say heel for competitive heeling, and I say let's go for just casual walking around. Some people use with me. I need to look at your email and see which word you use. I'll use whichever word you prefer. You also wanted him working on right side, so I'm going to do the same thing I just did, but with the dog returning to my right side. Good boy. Sit. So right side this time. Here. Here. Good. Let's go. I can teach this if you want it for precision work, but for lifestyle, I don't teach a word for left and a word for right. Instead, I rely on body language. I use the same word for either, but I just signal with my body which one I want the dog to do. If the dog goes into a down, I'm going to correct the dog into a sit. It's not because going into a down is a big problem or because it's a sign of some disobedience or something like that. It's not like that. It's that it's an opportunity to teach the dog correction and teach the dog some focus on obeying the commands I'm giving. That's all it's about. There, he broke again. So he's going to get pressure all the way back to where he was until he sits. Here. Good boy. Let's go. Sit. Yes. Yes. I got a little bit of food left, so I'm going to work on crate because that was a pretty good session. We're going to expand that, do more and more. We're going to get rid of the food as a distraction, replace that with another dog or a person or a pigeon. I just got my first baby pigeon in my pigeon coop I'm excited about. Ready? Crate. Good. Sit. Oh, no. Crate. Crate. Sit. Good. Sit. Yes. Crate. Sit. Yes. I want to get to where I can send him from 6 feet away. We'll get there at some point. Good boy. Crate. Crate. Good. Sit. No. Crate. Good. Sit. Good. Yes. Last one. And this time, if he doesn't go, I'm going to give him a little correction for going to crate. 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 Good. Sit. Good. Yes. Good job. So, you can see correction for sit, steady pressure straight up. Correction for here, a pop in your direction. Correction from crate is the same. It's a pop in the direction of the crate, but with crate and with recall, you can do it this way too. It can be pop, 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 pop until they're in there. I like my corrections as much as possible to inform the dog what I want them to do, not just what I don't want them to do. Not don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. It's come here, put your butt on the ground, go to that crate. Those corrections should tell the dog how to avoid the correction next time. Otherwise, you're just, to use a colloquial term, you're just punishing the dog, you're not correcting them. So, hope that makes sense. And we'll do some more training with him later on today.